Yes, well, we wrapped this thing up weeks ago. I mean, this has been ho-hum, for the last couple of weeks. Is the season over now? That's good. Let's get this playoff thing started.
You know what? Be careful, because you might go out on a limb there. And the last time the Cubs did this, didn't they lose 3 straight?
Yeah, well, we had we got swept by the Mets last year in the playoffs, so obviously everyone's kind of chomping at the bit, although that Mets team is pretty beat up, at least their pitching staff is, and the Giants is pretty beat up, so we'll see. Yeah, at this point, anything goes, right? I mean, you guys learned. You guys had 100 wins last season, and it did not go well in the first round.
What's interesting is we don't know what to do this fall, because we're so used to going to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, it's a tough problem to have, right? Well, you got the Blues coming up, right?
There you go. All right, Ryan Burrow, what is going on with this creepy clown thing around the country?
Yeah, it's playing to a lot of people's fears. Let's face it, a lot of people are kind of scared of clowns, and this creepy clown, I don't know what you'd call it at this point, epidemic, seems to be at least raising some school districts' eyebrows, because we saw in Ohio last week there was a threat made by a parent attacker in a creepy clown outfit to a woman who was smoking a cigarette. He apparently choked her and threatened the nearby school district. She alerted police. The police alerted the school. School said, you know what, we're canceling classes today. So they did that, and it was homecoming weekend, so kind of a big deal to cancel all the classes and activities surrounding that. We've had a couple of these situations kind of pop up in the Ohio and Kentucky areas where school districts have put police on alert. And actually, in your area, too, St. Louis County stepping up security. Ferguson, Florissant superintendent say that they've learned to a number of schools that have been threatened, or some kind of online post. Now, for the most part, these really haven't been anything too serious. There are a couple knucklehead teenagers who were busted in Ohio for posting stuff online. Probably ruined some college chances there, but we're not aware of any massive clown conspiracy going around nationwide right now.
So that's my question, Ryan. We've had this sort of one-off, and now is everybody freaking out because it's a crazy clown story and there's a couple of copycat people out there? I mean, what's driving this?
It seems like that's the case. Look, I talked to a costume store owner here in Chicago, and I said, look, have you seen a spike in creepy clown costume sales? I mean, what's going on here? And he said, no, not at all. He said, no more than they've seen before. He thinks most of these allegations or sightings have been kind of trumped up. He thinks many of them might be publicity related, to hype up films or online videos, things of that nature. Let's face it, everyone's got a cell phone now. Everyone's their own film director. He thinks there's a lot of that. He thinks there's some copycat things going on. But as far as he knows, there hasn't been a rush on people buying creepy clown costumes to go hide in woods. So at this point, nothing seems too serious. As I mentioned, the teenagers, we've had 7 busted in the Ohio area. Most of them were just teenagers who posted stuff online, and people, didn't feel threatened, didn't take it seriously, and they found these guys right away. So,
but we do have Halloween coming up.
If you're worried about Chuckles the Clown, hiding behind a car right now, I think you can go on with your day without worrying about that.
I'm more worried about Steve Bartman wearing a creepy clown costume.
I don't think he's anywhere near Chicago right now. He's off on a remote island.
All right, Ryan Burrow, thanks for checking in.
All right, take care.
You got it. Ryan Burrow, ABC News correspondent who we heckle from time to time.
Yes.